Hey, what's up, everybody? It's ET. It's October 4th, 2017. And, yeah, we're going to keep working on our project today. But before I start, I need to check a few things. So, don't mind me. I'm just seeing if I'm connected. Yeah, alright. Gonna see. It just says stream started. Doesn't really give a link to what I'm doing, so I'm just trying to figure out how to get this to work so it actually links to what I'm doing. I might just do it on each of the services like Twitch and Facebook. YouTube. Yeah. Alright. Well, that being said, I might even just delete that post. It's pretty useless. Okay. Going. Alright, so last time we were kind of looking at layers and groups and stuff. Oh man, I don't even have chat up. Let me get chat up. That'll probably be important. Gosh. Guess I shouldn't have done that. Oh no, I lost the music. I'm failing, but that's okay. I can recover. That looks good. Let's get the music. Okay, music's good. My connection kind of sucks. I'm gonna quickly just look at what's going on. Let's see here. I just want to see if it looks okay. Send myself a test message. Okay, nice. Looks like it's running okay there in the background. It's kind of choppy. Yeesh. Let's check out YouTube's. Oh, and the title. Jeez, I didn't even get the title on here. Yeah, okay. Probably too late for this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Can I change the title of the streams? I just need to get into the rhythm of doing this. Vector animation stream 02. Groups and stuff. I would say groups. Groups and layers. Alright, that's cool. Yeah, alright, cool. Now let's get started. What I gotta do first is update my changes. I worked on another computer, so let's go ahead and open this in source tree. And what we're gonna do is, like, I did some changes and then committed it on Git on another computer, and we're just gonna pull that all in so that we'll have the latest changes. Oh, you know what? I think I did it on this computer. Yeah, okay, I did. Alright, let's open up this project. Man, my bitrate's so low. I don't know if I should try to do something. I think I'm just gonna let it be. I don't think there's anything I can really do. Okay, anyway, so here we go. Here's the project. I moved all the objects into this layers area, and so now we have like a foreground layer, a background layer, and like you always start off with the default layer. And with the default layer, right now I have some predefined objects, but typically you wouldn't have these objects, starting off right away. So here we go, vector animation software. We're just trying to get the draw mode working at least reasonably. Based on Bamboy's recommendation from last time, I actually moved the UI back into the main scene and just deleted the UI scene. I don't know why I had them in two separate scenes, but it's disabled, so I have a manager script, this application manager, that's responsible for a bunch of stuff, but one of them is like, hey, if the UI is disabled, go ahead and enable it. So if I hit play, there we go, we get the UI. Oh gosh, I haven't read any of that yet, but this should work, yeah. And so now with the layers thing, instead of that depth number, I used to have like a number on here called depth. We can just kind of look here, looking here at this list while I do things here. If I want to move the rectangle over the circle, I can just hit up, and it moves it up. And whatever this order is what's reflected here in the actual application. So it's really nice. There we go, the ellipse is on top, and that's true here. So very nice, very cool. Okay, so that handles layers, kind of. What we need to do is, I want to get groups working, so like a group of objects, and then I also want to get some kind of layer UI so that you can kind of add or delete layers and like move things to different layers and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get started. So first I want to do a group object. So what I'm going to do here is create a new object. We'll call it group object, or just group. Sure. And so group. Let's say, oh, I'm in play mode. Let's get out of play mode. Do that again. Create object, group. Let's say I just want to create like a face. So I'm going to duplicate this, put it in the group. Call this head. I'll move it around. Alright, so head, I'll make it kind of this like human color. We'll make it light skin. Okay, something like that. And inside a head, I'll just add like 2 eyeballs. Let's just hurry up and do this one. Scale that in. And so we have this guy. We're going to make the eye, I guess, black. Duplicate that eye. Bring it over. And there we go, we got some kind of head. So I want this to be composed of regular shapes, right? But then I want the group to be selectable, and then we can move it around and stuff. So here we go. How are we going to handle this? Well, first we got to handle just the group. So I think I have a script I started on. I definitely didn't work on it very hard, so we're gonna have to take a look at it. So group shape. Let's open up the script in Visual Studio. Alright, so I used to keep track of its children. It doesn't need to do that now since I'm going to use the hierarchy. So none of this really matters. Okay, so what's group shape going to do? Let's see. Group shape is going to... Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Okay, I guess the first things first. Does group get a position? Do we, like right now it's at 0, 0, 0. Does it always stay at 0, 0, 0, or do we try to move it around? I guess this would be a good thing to look at the SVG standard, see what they do. SVG G group. Yeah. So typically with the group, that's what I thought. Like, you usually don't specify the positions and stuff of the group, but let's check some more stuff out. I'm gonna keep going down this list. So G, yeah, it's just saying G. I'm gonna try to keep it pretty basic. I'm not trying to be everything to everyone. I just want to be like, okay, basic SVGs, like, does group have a location? Grouping with the G element. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just leave group as doesn't have a location. Okay, so group is gonna always be at 0, 0, 0. So that's cool. Yeah. Now the other thing is the path. How am I going to make the path? What I'm thinking of doing is this. So the path is actually is it path? Something path? Or am I just using toString? Let me remember. Alright, so let me look at like the ellipse or something. Alright, ellipse is get SVG, okay. Oh, okay, so I can just in the update for now. This is not the best place to put it, but just so we can start doing something. So in the update, every frame, we're just gonna say, hey, what's your path, and go ahead and make it cool. So it's gonna be basically a group, some stuff, and then we're gonna finally say no more group. Alright, that's gonna be the basics of it. Yep. So now some stuff is just gonna be the actual stuff in the children. So we can just iterate through our childrens with the for loop for int I equals 0, I less than transform.child count I plus plus, and then so that's all the children, or the number of children there. And so if we want to actually get our children, we can just say, hey, path plus equals transform.getChild I. We probably need to get that base component or base shape, so let's go ahead and do that. Base shape and dot path, right? So looks okay, and I'm gonna actually just put this in. What's this? It hides. Oh, so we're actually inheriting. I mean, we actually already specified this, so there we go. since this was a function of our base class, we have to override it instead of just hiding it. Okay, so I'm going to run whatever update normally does, and then we're going to set the path. Let's see if that works. So hopefully in a bit path will start populating here, and it does. But what we notice is, what'd I do? I messed something up. Okay, I'm going to copy this. We'll just look at it here in Visual Studio for right now. So that's cool, but we don't want this SVG here. So I might just remove it in a dirty way right now. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say path equals path.replace, and then we can kind of search for this guy. I'm just go ahead and remove it. And the same thing with, there's another guy that I want to start removing. This slash SVG. So like that. So remove SVG, remove slash SVG. And then just wrap the whole thing in SVG. So is that what I want to do? I think so. SVG plus path plus SVG. Alright, so that should at least make a better looking path. So let that compile. This little wheel at the bottom right is going to spin. And there we go. This is hopefully the better looking path. And yeah, this was the quick and dirty way to do it. We'll think of something better later. So, okay. I wonder if we can find an SVG under SVG test. SVG path code. Okay. Let's see. That was good. It should render something. Let's see if it's doing anything up in here. Yeah, I don't know yet. Let me just try something really simple, like just a circle in a group. Just put it like at 10 by 10. Oh, there it goes. So that seems to work. Something to do with the canvas or something, I guess. I made this like 30. It's like 300. Yeah, like it cuts off. I guess we could always like set the width here. Is this where I set it? I'd forget. 1920. Yeah. And then height equals 1080. This is a good old 1080p screen. And then we can hopefully paste our other code minus the second SVG, and maybe somewhere in here. No? Darn. Well, thought that would work. About no group and just a circle. Okay. Yeah, not much luck. Let's just kind of divide this up a little. It's 25. I feel like I'm just missing it. Oh, and it's Yeah, that should be fine. Negative 25. I feel like it's working, but not really working. Like it seems to be. Yeah, like. Let me just put the old stuff back. All right, so we have the group, and like if I just put like some of this old stuff like a little bit closer to the top, that seems fine. And maybe it's just yeah, the black is fine. Although that radius is not so good. Oh, I'm messing with like the scales and stuff. I shouldn't be doing that. Not that that's the problem, but right now the way to handle it is to actually handle the radius. So circles should have or start and end position. Yeah. So I should say, let's see. I'm gonna say just negative 300. Oh, and let me just disable this for a bit. Yeah, editing in the inspector with my software is not very intuitive because it's more meant for the actual in-game stuff. So, or like, you know, when the application's playing. So that's why it's kind of a little messy right now. It's okay. We're gonna start at negative 273. Let's just give this like you know what, 0, 0, and let's make this 20, 20. That should be fine. All right, bring that back. Yeah, that's fine. But can we not? Can we update the mesh collider? Alright, and then I2, I'll just delete this, duplicate this, and just move that over, and yeah, do something to fix that. Okay, not bad. Now, just so I can test this, I will actually move this over to the middle so that maybe I'll have better luck with this group. So testing SVG stuff. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Alright, just for fun, let's actually put it into positive, and I think that's what's gonna fix it. Nope, I lied. Something like that. Let's put this at 0, 0. There we go. Yeah, I'm not gonna look too much into it, just because I'm really just worried about what it shows up here. Okay, cool. Yeah, don't do that, but I'm doing it anyway. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay, so cool. We got a group. It shows what it does. Now, I guess the important part here is when you actually click on it, I just want to select the group and not like the individual thing. So I think if I go actually in the software, I try to click on different things. I'll only select. Oh yeah, and the eyes are in the back because they're behind the head. So you want the eyes to be over the head, so it'll be like that, really. Okay, so if I hit play. Right, but the other point I was trying to say is that if I click on the head, it only grabs this circle, not the actual group. So that's my next thing we need to work on, is how do we grab just the group. Okay, so let's do that. Clear all of this. Okay, so if we just want to grab the group, so that is when we actually click on something. So most of my clicking code is in event, and when I say base shape, base event trigger, I'm gonna have to look through some of this code. Okay, it's not this one, but I know what this one is. It's kind of like for every event, do that. Approximate background, event toggle, menu, rotate, selectable, maybe selectable. It's okay, if you click on something, oh, okay, so looks like every object like you have a selectable script on it. Okay. I wonder what would happen if I removed the selectable stuff from here. So just for now, I'm going to straight up remove it. So now you don't have a selectable script. If I try to actually click on you, I can't do anything. Send message, on pointer exit has no receivers. But I can select other things like you, not you, you. Okay, so that's kind of getting there. I'm going to undo though. Alright, so now they all have selectables. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to check if you are clicking on a group. So to do that, well, here's the thing, and I'm just thinking about it out loud. When you first start off, you're on the default layer. Everything's on the default layer, right? And then you can get all these objects, and they're all there. Great. But then, if I want to look at a group, I can click on the group and I'll get the group, right? But if I want to edit the stuff individually in the group, I have to kind of focus on that group, and then I can't select, when I'm focusing on that group, I can't select anything outside of that group. I can only select the stuff inside of that group. So I got to think of that mode as I'm designing this. So for now, I will just get it to select the group, but then I also want to make sure that the focus is nothing right now. Like the focus is the layer. Okay. So for now, we'll just have focus. And if focus is null, which is only going to be null once, but it will be set once I validate one time. And we're going to look for not just any game object. We are going to find object of type. No, just find object of type. Transform, no, layers. You know what? I'm just gonna have a way to get the layer. Here we go. Public static transform get layer, and you can type in the name of the layer. And so the layer we'll just do singleton dot find
This is Final Fantasy.
transform dot find. It's not gonna be a deep find. It's gonna be a regular find. Find. We're gonna find name, right? And we can just return that. It's not recursive or anything, so it's just going to look at that first layer. So layers here, it's going to just find out of these guys. Okay, so I'm going to say layers dot get layer defaults. Alright, so hopefully if it all worked out,
Final Fantasy.
I can get over here to group. And wait, was it under group? Or was it under selectable? Oh yeah, it was under selectable. It just gets the default layer here. So everything should have that specified. And there it is. There. So it knows about the default layer now. Okay, so here's the check. Here's what I'm actually gonna do. So if this or transform.parent, if transform parent equals the focus, like if it equals the default layer, simply select it. But if it's not, we'll say else if get component in parent is a group object, group shape. So if you have that, then if that's transform.parent equals focus, let's do the if equals focus, then selection box event dot select that guy. Yeah, it's not good to do this many get components, but just so I can get this working. Oh, but it's not a selectable. Oh, right. So we gotta make it selectable. So I'm going to say get component selectable. Alright, that is the crazy code that we just made. So if your parent is the focus, then go ahead and select you. But if it's not the focus, go ahead and let's get your group shape, if you have a group shape. And if you do, awesome. Is your parent the focus? Yes? Alright, then we'll actually select you. Cool. So in order for that to work, we need to do one more thing and make this selectable. And I just kind of see something in here. What does this even do? You get the group object, your base shape, and right, your focus. Yeah, okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, let's see if that works. Okay. Whew. Alright, the problem though is it works, but the selection box doesn't know about the group's limits. So that's awesome. The actual whole face gets selected, which is great. This is exactly what I want. Now we just want the selection box to go around here. And to do that, all we have to do is set that up. So how are we going to set that up? Yeah, sorry, just thinking. Alright, to set this up, what we're gonna do to set this up. Well, overall, we just have to set the extents, or the the extents. Or do we have like top left? Okay, yeah, that seems good. So we're just gonna look at the top left and the bottom right and just make sure we're encompassing all of it. So for each, well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get, I'm just gonna get a vector 2 top left equals new vector 2. So this top left's gonna assume the worst. So let's just say that it's float dot infinity, positive infinity, float dot positive infinity. So that's the worst for the top left. And the worst for the bottom right is just the opposite, which is negative infinity. Okay, so we got like the top left, bottom right, but we're assuming the worst case in both. And then for each, I guess we'll just do this kind of stuff. For each of your children, we are going to say top left equals vector 2. In terms of vector that is made of the largest components that are the minimum components of top left, and transform that get child I at get component base shape dot base shape? No, top left, yeah. And the same thing for bottom right, except the other way. We want the max. Okay, bottom right, transform bottom right. Ooh, I just saw I had something called scaled top left. Let's stick with that. Scaled bottom right. Whew, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Top left, bottom right. We got the 2 points on either end, and then once we're happy with that, I'm just gonna say my top left equals top left, and my bottom right equals the most bottom right, and see what happens. So okay, I'm going for it. Just see what happens when I try to select the guy. There we go. It selects the entire thing, which is cool. So I'm glad that's working. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. But I guess the other thing is how does it know what's going on? All right, so at 0, 0, 0. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. 0, 0, 0, 0. Head, I'm gonna put it 0, 0, 0. Sure. And the eyes, Yeah, I think the eyes are fine. I'm not gonna mess with those. Okay, so playing this. I mean, I guess it's just getting it from the position, so it should be correct. Alright, what about me moving this around? So if I put this here, nice, it seems to be working fine. Yeah, okay. I'm sure there's going to be more to grouping as I think about it, but that looks pretty good for right now. Now I guess we should work on grouping and ungrouping objects. So I won't work on the awesome, double click and you can start editing the stuff in there, but I will make something generic like, hey, you can ungroup this object and now you can work on it and you can regroup it later. So that will help, not much, but it won't be great, but it'll help. Okay, so we have this object and we want to ungroup it. So what I want to do is, if we have a group selected, go ahead and show an ungroup button. I don't want to do all that. I'll just show the ungroup button no matter what, just so it's a little easy for right now. Okay, so let's do that. So in the UI, I'm going to play with the UI a little bit. Oh, we're in play mode. So let's go here. For now, I'm just going to do everything in landscape canvas. I think this is the bottom sub-menu. Yeah, here we go. So we got that button up, that button down. I want to add another thing here. I'm just going to duplicate the button for now. I see. So it's all about these guys, actually 0.7 to 0.8. Make these zeros. And a nice ungroup button would be great. Right now I've been just kind of using free clip art from online, like free icon, SVG. Yeah, we can leave this. Let's see if any of these were the ones I was using earlier. Free icon. Icon Finder? Maybe that's what I was using. Maybe not. I'm gonna make my own icons eventually. I just, I'm trying to get through it for right now. Alright, let's try this. Group. The other thing I can think of is link. So, link. Yeah, stuff like this. Link and unlink maybe. Maybe all one word. Yeah, kind of like. Alright. Kind of like this kind of stuff. Let me see. You have a link. Do you have an unlink? Like a broken link? Alright, let me see if I see anything of my style, the breaking link. I can use this. This is fine. I'm guessing you have a regular link. Nope. Alright, what about you guys? Yeah, there we go. Link and unlink. You didn't have that? Link. Yeah, I think. I'll just do the green one, just because I saw it. Alright, link and unlink. Cool. So I'm gonna download those two things. Give me those SVGs. Yeah. Yes, author. Thank you. Thank you for providing this free stuff, man. Really helps me out as I'm kind of prototyping. Okay, so we're gonna do vector animation, assets, and what am I gonna do here? It's under images, probably icons. I'll just say ungroup. And where's the other one? This one. It's going to be group. Okay. Go over to Unity. And this depth button, I'm going to say, can we do the ungroup? Thought it was there. I see. I am doing it in the wrong area. This guy, ungroup. Apply. Alright, it's green, it's off, but whatever. It's just a button that we can actually do stuff with now. Okay, so the button is, we're going to make an action. So I've been keeping all the actions in kind of their own script so that I just have a certain action per script. And sure. We'll just call this action ungroup. So ungroup action ungroup, yeah. Okay, ungroup, we don't need a variable. All this is going to do is look at our selection and it's going to see if there's any group shapes in it, and if so, ungroup it. So for each var selection in selection dot to array, doing something weird somewhere. I'll figure it out in just a second. Don't know where, but basically selection if selection dot base shape is group shape. Yeah, it's not catching any of my, something's weird. So if selection base shape is group shape, group shape dot ungroup. Alright. Now I gotta figure out what in the world is wrong. Let me just go ahead and close this out. Come here. Alright, where am I going completely wrong? It says group shape does not contain a definition for ungroup. Well, yeah, obviously. What I'm more concerned about is why you're not showing me that with like little red underlines and stuff. I'm gonna close this out and reopen this. Huh, that was weird. I wonder. Yeah, there we go. Crazy. Alright, no problem then. Yep, I know that's a problem. We're going to go ahead and see if we can generate a method. Go to that method. It's going to be a public method. And ungroup. So basically what it's going to do is take your parent and throw all your children into the parent. So that's what I'm going to do. So for each, yeah, I feel like there should be an easy way to get the children. So let's do that right quick. And it could be private, I guess. Private. It's fine. We'll do the for loop. I was trying to make it a little easier for some reason. Alright, for each child, if transform.getChild I.setParent to my parent. Awesome. So that throws everything out, and then I guess once you're done, you delete yourself. So let's do it. And I'm not actually ever deleting things, I'm just inactivating for the undo purposes, but then I guess once it gets too big, we can start deleting things. So, game object that set active, false. I think that's all I gotta do. Let's see. Call this ungroup button. Ah, something went weird. Ungroup button. And I'm gonna say, I gotta add the action here. Action ungroup. Get rid of this here. And this, just say ungroup. Okay. Maybe. We have this guy. If I say, alright, moment of truth is really just looking at the layers. Have the group here. We want all this stuff to go to the main area. So if I click on here, ooh, it missed one. Why? Why did it miss one? You should unselect everything too. Or yeah, that's so weird. Alright, let's figure out what else we can do. I equals 0, I less than that, get child, set parent to transform to parent. Huh, I don't know. I'm going to also clear the selection. Okay, here we go. Here's that. Hit the ungroup button. Yeah, what's up with that? Let's see. Where's the eyeball? Oh, that is the eyeball, like, separated. I'm gonna say it stays in the same world position. Although I think it's default. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, so that option helped. Okay. But now, what's up with this other eye? I don't know. Why is it not getting there? Oh, because I know. I'm going the wrong way. I'm modifying the list. So basically, I'm going, okay, at 0, I have 3 children. At 1, I have 2 children. And then I'm done. So it's only doing not all the lists. The best way to combat this, I find, is just to work your way backwards. So if I equals the max index, I greater than or equal to 0, go backwards. But what I'm worried about doing it this way is it'll invert the depth, which is a problem. So it works, but the eyes are now under the head, although it didn't really update that part. Huh. Seems to be okay with that. Oh, you know what? It's fine, but it's only fine temporarily. Once it updates the list, once I do layers.update depth list, it will not be happy anymore. So here we go. I mean, click it. There we go. And now, like, the eyes are under the head, and that's not what we want. It inverted everything. So I guess another way to handle this is let's get a list. Not the best way to handle this, but it's a way. Transforms equal just a new list. Then we're going to populate that list. With all the children, but we want to get it in the right order, so we're just going to go back to 0, back to less than child count, I++. And now, since we're just dealing with this this list that's not going to be modified, we can just do a for each transform in transforms. Transform that. I can't name it transform. Let's name it T. T.set parent. Set it to my parent. I mean, we could name this transform, but then yeah, this would have to be base.transform or this.transform. Yeah, either one's fine. And that should fix the ordering thing. Alright, here we go. Ungroup it. Now it's ungrouped. And now I can just move this head and this eye, and there we go. Or move everything. Okay, I feel like I can even get the selection box to stay. Instead of clearing it out, I feel like I can just say, selection, can we just like remove, I don't know why we can't remove a game object or a selection, so I'm going to say remove selection, and we're going to say, get component selectable. Can't we just remove something from the list? Public static, no problem. So I'm gonna say singleton dot selection dot remove selectable. There we go. So we remove the group selection, and I also want to add a bunch of them, but transform that get component selectable. Alright, and let's go ahead and generate that method. It's not what I wanted to do. Where am I? Not selectable, selection. Oh, do we have that already? It doesn't contain it already. Add. And make sure it's not null. Cool. Okay. Yeah, I like that. So hopefully, just with a few lines of code there, we can play this again. Grab this guy. I'm just trying things out right quick. Alright, so we got this guy. I'm going to break the group. Like, cleared it still. Why did it clear it? I don't think I'm running selection.clear. Oh, I'm removing it too quick, I guess. It gets empty before I'm able to add everything again. And play that. Cool, so I ungrouped and the selection stayed. It'd be nice to get some feedback though, so I'm going to see if I can make the text kind of say something. I forgot how to do that. Like, oh man, what are you called? It's display. How am I, when I change the tools, how is it changing the text there? Application manager, select a tool maybe. Yeah, on select. Okay. Maybe not here. Alright, select button. Select button is the name of the actual object. Okay. Hey, what's up, Tater B? Thanks for following, man. Here we go, here we go. We need to find where in the world. So okay, I got a tool. Every time I click on the tool, it needs to pop up the text. Ready and waiting for new messages. Oh, did it disconnect? Okay. Yeah. Next time I think I'm gonna have like Twitch actually up. Because I don't know if I trust this chat software. So I'm gonna go to my channel, pop out this chat. Did I pop out the chat? Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't really say. List of viewers. What? Can't pop out the chat? I'll figure that out later. Anyway, whatever. Whatevers. Okay, so yeah, we gotta find out where that text is being set, and then I think I'll be done for the night. Okay, so where in the world is that being set? It's being done. I'm guessing in these static classes. So okay, UI. Transform. Ooh, that's interesting. So text is how UI is working. I think it's just UI.show. UI.show text. Easy. I made it so easy, I just can't remember sometimes. Alright, let's see. Let's go back to whatever I was doing when we're trying to ungroup it. Action ungroup. So on this actually ungroup thing, what I'm going to do here is just UI.show text. I'm going to say name plus has been ungrouped. And let's see if that shows up in the UI. Nope, because I did some kind of thing wrong in the code. Semicolon. It compiled. Here we go. Here's our grouped object. I'm going to say ungroup. Maybe that's too much stuff happening, too much words, because it's so fast. I'm just going to say ungrouped. And maybe I'll just do it on the action, because if I have multiple groups, I think it'll try to like run this multiple times. So I'll just here on the action, ungroup. Yeah, cool. What I'm worried about is I'm modifying the selection, but I guess it makes the array and it worries about that array, not what I'm modifying. So okay, that's okay. Cool. Alright, so I think I got groups kind of working. Maybe I should work on grouping too, but that'll be for later. Alright, how's my undo working? Nope. Doesn't like the I know it's trying, but it doesn't know what to do with that group. So undo and redo and stuff like that, it's not really working with the groups. So definitely some work to be done. So it'd be nice if I start updating my Trello every once in a while, so let's do that before I go. So here's Trello, my task management system, and I'm going to first talk about the layers, because that's what I worked on first. And so what have we done? Change using int depth to Unity hierarchy. So instead of using an int, we're actually using like the Unity hierarchy here, which is so much better. Should have done that a long time ago. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to complete that. I think as far as having layer objects, I'm done. I guess not. Because next, let's just make a quick list. Create depth with layers. Be able to add new layer These are just features I want. Remove layer. Alright, so we can add a layer, remove a layer, select a layer. Select layer. So all I really did was the first thing. Actually, I should make this a checklist. Does it matter what the checklist title is? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, I just do it now. Alright, 1. Oh gosh, wrong key. 2, 3, 4. Alright, cool. So I have a checklist, did the first thing, and there. So I got some more to do there. Let's add a checklist here of what we have to do left on this guy. Okay, so with this guy, group objects, select group, create group, remove group, or ungroup I guess, ungroup, modify group. So we can select a group, create a group, ungroup, modify a group. Is there anything else I want to do with group objects? I think that's it. I think so. So we can ungroup objects. I guess we can select groups. Something that's a little weird about it still. Let's keep going. Undo, redo actions must work with group. And that's kind of something I just realized was not really working. I think that's good for now. Okay. Cool. So that's in development, and now I'm kind of getting the the mini steps between these things going. So that's cool. Yeah. So I'm gonna keep working on that offline. Next few days. I'll be back Monday to stream some more. Yeah, and we're just going to keep going through this project. We're going to try to make this vector animation software as good as we can, and it's going to not look so great for the first coming part of the production, but once we get all the functionality in there, then we can start polishing and making it look nice. But yeah, we're kind of putting together a machine right now, and then we'll worry about polish later. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Have a great night, a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.